Hello, one and all, and welcome back to We Are Not Wizards. My timing is back on for this music. Woo! I'm so happy about that. You guys have no idea how frustrated I was with the last two sessions where that timing sucked. I was like, come on, Chad, get it together. So, anything fun happen over the weekend before we kind of start in our session? I know Greg got a little bit of hair, a lot of color in his face. Eddie, new job. We talked about that. And Delaney, big Trump supporter right now.
No, don't say that.
Cannon.
No. But we got three fathers. Three fathers on Father's Day.
Oh, yeah. I did. That is what's going on. We got three people here raising kids.
Every
That's
dad
cool.
joke is inspiration, right? On this.
Yeah.
Today.
You know what?
No.
Yeah.
We cannot say that as we're going to BVP.
No. Yeah.
love
I
it.
don't care. That's happening right now. Every dad joke, I'll give you. We can't. Inspiration's usually a D4, right? The additional D4. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean,
It's
You know what?
that's
Well,
how you like,
Advantage,
inspiration usually depends on where it's coming from. A DM inspiration is usually like advantage.
Yeah, but you know what? I feel
And then
like
there's bardic inspiration, which is like
That-
depending on the level of the bard.
yeah, and I know that, but
I think it just
y'all are
depends on
way
you.
too clever, and that's the truth. I feel like if I give you advantage on every dad joke, y'all are just gonna be like, "What did the fish say to the squirrel?" And I'm not as clever as you guys. You guys, I don't know the
for the
joke.
computer, so we could just like search it.
Whoa!
God, I think you get disadvantage on everything today because of what you just did.
First off,
I didn't make the rules.
That's true. We
So-
don't.
D&D 5e actually called me and just told me.
hey Cassie, what was your initiative roll there again?
It was 5, but it was the same as Emerald's.
Ooh, yeah, but with a +3. Ugh. Just saying. Anyways, let's the anger that you know what? I think that I should stop talking. Anyways, let's get into D&D, guys. Last time we left off, a lot of things happened. We had Cassie kind of having a little bit of a conversation with the dove, even though she didn't really know it was the dove at the time. We had Emerald have a conversation with people within his own race, species, clones, whatever you want to kind of call it. But of course, they were a bit different. And then Igri kind of going behind the scenes a little bit and being introduced to what it is that's kind of controlling all of these synthetics alongside a new character in the background that we don't quite know. The only thing that we do know is that it had a similar resemblance to Ava. But before we ended, the last thing that happened, Emerald heard a whisper, a song in his ear. And with a hand raised and combat beginning, Cassie and Emerald, you're in combat. Now, you guys both rolled initiative. Cassie, you are first because your dexterity is higher than Emerald's. So you're definitely going to take that. But before we kind of go in that, Igri, what I want you to do is I want you to roll me 3 perception checks. The difficulty is going to get higher with every single one. The first one is just going to be a 5. It has to be a minimum of 5. Second, the minimum of 10. And the third, a minimum of 15. So the first one that you got off the top, 25. So you definitely got that one. So we'll count that as your first. Get that. I want you to go ahead and roll 2 more.
No problem.
10.
10. Okay, so you got that one. You need one more. You need to get a minimum of 15.
There we go.
17. All 3
Nice.
perception checks passed. Woo! That is good for you. Let me get out a little notepad. So what I'm going to be writing here is going to be giving you clues. 3 things, or not, well, clues might not be the right word, but simply things that are going to give you advantage for the next little sequence that's going to come in. When I say advantage, not necessarily advantage on rolls, but just advantage in knowledge. So let me just write this down. So on your first one, Igri, you see within a couple of the computers around you. Of course, you're in like a factory type setting that's creating synthetics and then taking those synthetics, stamping them with a little tattoo right at the top with a snake symbol and then a whisper in their ear. That sounds like a song, but to you, sounds different. A whisper saying, "You are under my control, you are mine." It's a little bit of nuance here and there. It's a little bit changed. Maybe doesn't seem to be necessarily a recording. Someone's actually saying it to these synthetics. Now, on a 5, computers around you, you notice a silent alarm. The synthetics around you, the entire station, something has been notified. You don't know what and for what for, but something has been notified. All right? Your second roll, your second successful roll. I'm going to write this down. On your second roll, it is not some. It is something that can come into play later. It is a USB drive. The USB seems to have a thumbprint on it. All right. The thumbprint seems to take some kind of scan. Now, you may not, as Igri, your character may not understand that. We obviously know Igri has some deficiency when it comes to technology, but you can obviously tell it looks like a thumbprint. So, and Emerald's like, I don't know. He's done some pretty crazy stuff with it. Finally, and the biggest one. On the station, you notice a dossier. It is not on the computer exactly, but it seems to be streaming on one of the videos up. Obviously, it would be pretty obvious to anybody here. It's like a little TV that you would see, like, I don't know, in like a bar or something like that. But this seems to be running stats, okay, on certain people within there. Now, the reason why for a high perception is because you have to kind of realize, oh, these are people on the station. On the station, it seems to be listing off so many people, and beside them, stats, very simple stuff. Things like how many times have they gone to the bathroom, their workload, how long their lunch breaks were, how many very like statistics on them that basically seem to be if they are a good worker or not. Is their efficiency good? I saw Delaney is that's weird that, you know, but at the end of the day, you are wasting time when you go to the bathroom. That's what they're kind of looking at. But on such a high roll, you notice a name, Donald Smith, and then in between both of the names, the Dove. The name is scattered on with statistics beside him. Now, I will also note that because you rolled fair, you got a 17, so you cleared it a little bit, but I want to reward your first one. Your first roll was a 25, which was a pretty great roll. I want to kind of reward that. So the statistics beside him are amazing as compared to everyone else. He seems to be such an efficient worker that it doesn't even make sense how, like, he's that efficient. It's like bathroom breaks, 1 per day in a 16-hour shift. The amount of lunch breaks, 0. Like, doesn't take lunch breaks. There's an efficiency that is going on here with him that is maybe key. But it also may occur to you that this information could be valuable to you, maybe taking advantage, maybe getting this information, finding a way of copying it down. That might be something for you. But those are the little boring details that are going to become an asset later on. let's get down to the fun stuff, right? Let's get down to the nitty gritty, the thing that we're all waiting for. My favorite sound. Delaney, you have the roll on this first initiative, as you were.
Perfect. Well, I am first going to Shocking Grasp Emerald.
Okay.
If I hit, I mean, I use this a lot, but the big thing is that you cannot start taking reactions until the start of your next turn.
Okay. So, do you need to roll
I
anything,
do.
or is it an immediate hit? Okay. Roll, see if you hit.
I guess a 12 doesn't hit?
Does he have?
Don't I roll against your spell save, DC?
No.
No, I have to roll 2 hit.
Gotcha.
Would him
but
having
that's-
the arm help give her the advantage?
What is it?
This spell says if they have armor made of metal.
Yes. Oh, do I have advantage on it?
Emerald does not have. None of you actually have armor made out of metal, so therefore
But
she
doesn't he
doesn't
have
have
his arm?
advantage. His arm,
Is
but
that-
that's not. It's a weapon, so it's not considered in the rules. I see where you're going, but because of just it's considered a weapon, I know it's part of his body, but tell you what. Here's what I will do. I won't because Emerald. What's your AC?
Was that?
What's your AC?
18.
18. You have 12. Here's what I'll do to give you, because it's a little bit wonky in the rules, I'll give you the opportunity to roll.
How about Delaney has to say a dad joke, and then she gets the advantage?
Okay, if you can come up with a dad joke right here.
You'll be
No, she
You'll
can't. She
be-
doesn't get it.
shocked to see what I have planned.
Unfortunately,
That's a dad joke that makes you go, "Oh."
unfortunately, how corny it was that does give it. Go ahead. You can roll one more time for that advantage.
Watch it not work.
Yeah, it's probably not going to work.
15.
I feel it.
Damn it.
15. Yeah, unfortunately, that does not hit, but you still have your bonus action, your movement, so feel free to use that.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you can
so
bonus action disengage if you need to, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I didn't want to use that. Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action disengage and run like 30 feet away from him.
Okay, go ahead. So you've taken your movement, you're 30 feet away, Emerald. Go ahead. You got something sneaky going on. I can tell.
I had the
Go ahead.
perfect thing. Oh!
Are there any undead? Are there any synthetics near me?
Yes, there's several synthetics around you. Several.
Alright.
Both on the
Alright.
station as I will kind of give you a little description. You have several snakes around you. There alongside that, there are several people on that are your more mutant synthetics. Mutated
Yeah, I
synthetics.
wanna look at the biggest, baddest, dumbest looking one.
Okay, there's a horde. They seem to look bigger
Use
than others.
control undead.
Okay.
And then you
So-
make a wisdom save. Otherwise, I control them.
Okay, a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
Strangely enough, the biggest, dumbest one does not have the best wisdom. So they have a -1 to this.
Nice, nice. Oh, they're doing
16.
well. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they rolled well. So what do they need to roll? What do they need to get?
Just a 13.
Oh, 13? Okay, well then
Yeah.
they save. That unfortunately, he brushes off and goes, "Rah!" and just kind of goes, "Meh."
All
Something
right.
like that.
I was hoping. I thought that'd be fun. One more thing then. I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay, Shield of Faith. Fair enough. On that moves on to Delaney's Cassie's turn. Now, before I want to do
Last
that,
thing,
I
I
want
was
to
just
just
gonna move towards her.
move towards her to kind of close that distance.
I had
You're 30 feet.
too, so I'm just gonna move right up on her.
You get right on top of her. But, of course, that action is gone. That's his... No. Just because you have a Trump hat doesn't mean you can think impure thoughts.
I wasn't
But,
the only one. Oh my god.
You're right. I'm sorry. Emerald has a... I don't know. Do not tread on me hat. I don't know. Something like that. Anyways.
That's what
Um,
Emerald's wearing.
That's what Emerald wears.
libertarian.
Yeah, he's definitely on top of stuff on his political ideals. Anyway, so we go into Cassie's turn, but I want to describe the field a little bit for you, so that way you can see what you're doing. And then actually, I'm going to move to Eddie a little bit. So what you're looking at is not just Emerald. Emerald seems to be exactly where he is, but he is in the front of a group lined up behind him. 2 rows of 4 synthetics back to back, each of them with tattoos of a snake right on their neck. All of them have this glazed look in their eyes, a similar look that you've seen in the past with the synthetic sheriff, all the way back when we were first on Cassie's planet. All of them have a similar look as well. Black armor alongside red eyes. So, Cassie, I will point this. They all do have actual armor. So your Shocking Grasp would have advantage on them. But they are in a line. No roll needed. Emerald has been placed what looks to be like he's leading this group. Give me an insight check to see if you can ascertain what's going on with Emerald. It's going to be a little bit high, DC 17.
You said insight?
Insight.
Cool. It's one of my best ones. With +0. 12.
12. Okay, so you're not really understanding what's going on. You know Emerald's in combat with you. You know there's a fight going on. Cassie might have some natural intuition, but the rolls are not on your side. Eddie, we're going to talk about Igri for a second. Now, you are in a room where you're not been spotted by the 2 most dangerous people in the room. Now, one, Commander Emerald, easily. You know everything about her from the information that you've given. She has this sort of control where she's not really seen by other people a lot. She's been here on this station or maybe somewhere else. The other person you're not aware of, you know that there's a similar look to Ava, but you don't really know anything about them. But you have an opportunity here. You are behind the scenes in a very dangerous place, so I'm giving you the opportunity to take advantage of this area.
Okay.
If you need more description of the room or anything, please let me know. Because what I want is basically what I'm asking. Go ahead.
How big is the room?
Okay, so the room is. You work in factories. There's there in most large factory rooms, you're seeing a large amount of space filled up with machines and different machinery, materials, things like that. This is similar. But what we're going to do is we're halving that space. It seems to be much longer than it is wide. So you maybe have 2-3 rows of what looks like a long conveyor belt type like system that leads to long, where it seems that these creatures, as they go around this conveyor belt, they are actively getting manipulated. So it's like there's the reason why it's so long is because they need that amount of time to listen and make sure that the programming gets stuck in their heads. But it is longer rather than wider.
How tall? And how tall?
Oh, height-wise, you're looking around 60 feet in height. So it's a very tall room.
And you said they're up like where I saw Emerald was like up higher.
Yes. So they're what looks to be in like a almost completely made out of plexiglass, but except the bottom, it looks like regular flooring, and then the front is completely plexiglass. In the top corner of the roofing where they are looking down. So they're about 60 feet up in the air looking down on this conveyor belt. It looks almost like a control room, or maybe even like kind of like the Oval Office in a way, where like a big like office space where meetings happen. But there's computers and it's like a control room / office.
All right, for now, I'm just gonna try to, because I'm still a spider. It's technically still invisible.
Mhm.
I'm gonna climb up the wall to get as, which I don't know what my speed is as a spider, as a small spider. Hold on. Not very much, I don't think. 20 feet. I'm just gonna
Okay.
climb up the wall towards it, and then I'll use my action also just to dash to get as close as I can to try to see more into that room.
All right, so dash the 40 feet. You're not going to be able to see anything, but within the next round, so we're going to go back to Cassie and Emerald's combat. Let's hope that you have enough time. So that moves on to Cassie's turn. What do you do?
Okay. I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to use Tasha's Mind Whip.
Okay.
You have to make an intelligence saving throw. If you fail, you take 3d6 psychic damage, and you can't take a reaction until the next turn. And on your next turn, you must choose whether it gets to move, an action, or a bonus action, and it only gets one of the three.
Okay.
But if you save, you get half the damage, and nothing else.
All right, so Emerald, so you said it's an intelligence saving throw?
Yes.
Okay, so Emerald, go ahead and make that intelligence saving throw.
I'm gonna get a +2 for my aura to it.
What was that, Eddie?
What he just said.
I get a +2
Yeah.
for my aura,
Yes, you get a +2.
but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
No.
So go ahead and how much damage does he take on that? Let me read it.
He takes 13 damage.
13 damage. All right, go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw on top of that. And you're more than welcome to take your movement, but he doesn't take reactions based on what you said. So
Yes.
therefore, you do not need to disengage or anything.
Yes. So I'm
you
going
still have
to
your bonus
run
action.
30 feet away and bonus action hide.
My
Okay,
wisdom save
bonus-
is 19. There's a
What is it?
+2. 19 for my wisdom save.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, so you're almost there. You need to get a 20, but you did get that close to that wisdom save, so it's going to go down next time. So instead of 20, you need a 15 at a minimum.
Okay.
But on that moves on to Igris.
I hid, so do I need to roll stealth?
No, you're not going to roll stealth yet. I'm going to actually come back to Emerald's turn, and we're going to roll that stealth to even see if he can come close to you. So we're going to hold on that stealth roll.
Okay.
So yes, we do. But Igri, go ahead and roll me a perception check. It's going to be a little bit higher. I'm going to give it to a DC of 20, but I know that you have pretty high, so it's an option for you.
18.
18, close, but no dice. So we go back to Emerald. Emerald, your move.
All right, so I have to either choose the move, action, or bonus action. And how far is Cassie from me? Can I see her? I felt like I heard something.
Cassie's 30 feet, but she still has to roll her stealth roll. So therefore, I'm going to go ahead and pull that stealth roll now from her. Go ahead.
22.
All right, so your passive perception is lower than a 22. So therefore, you're going to have to spend, I guess, a bonus action or an action to, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you'd have to spend at least a bonus action to roll a perception check to look for her.
Oh, I can't move. What, is she
He
just
only
hidden
gets
behind
one
something?
anyways.
What is it? Oh, he doesn't get a bonus action.
He only gets one thing: move, action, or bonus thing.
Ooh. So regardless, if you want to roll that, you can. But Cassie is completely hidden from you without that perception roll.
I'm summoning the steed. He's gonna help.
Okay. Go ahead and describe that steed, because I know what it, but I would like to remind our viewers what it looks like.
Well, he's changed over the years.
Oh, okay. Feel free to
I think
Describe
as of
him.
most recently, he was a eldritch horror of police, motorcycle, and horse upper half. But I think on this most recent one, he's gonna be like an oversized horse. Like it would be
Okay.
ridiculous for me to try to jump on top of him. Like I needed like a little step up ladder kind of thing.
Okay. So you definitely, out of your bag of whatever you have, you pull out a step ladder because that was definitely in your items list. You step
Sure.
up. I assume you get right onto the horse
No, I can't, because that's my action to cast the horse.
to cast. So that is cast. But at the end of your turn, on your roll, a new person has popped in. You notice that one of the synthetics has stepped forward, and just behind Emerald's shoulder stands there. So on your next turn, he will enter combat. So after Emerald, that gives Igri opportunity to close the distance into that area.
Can I actually give him a fist bump before the end of my turn?
Yeah, that's an interaction. Go ahead. Go
Not allowed.
Yeah.
ahead and give me a DC Wisdom saving throw. No, DC
Yeah.
35. See if you can get that. Just to make no fist bump. I think that you unfortunately are mind controlled, but very cool. We'll pretend that you did.
Yeah.
Igri, you can close the distance in this time, but it is 40, so you're gonna have to do another dash. There's just 40, so you get there in regular movement. Yeah, because you have 20. My bad.
And can I get into the room, or is it?
It is completely closed off, but you are a spider, so you're able to kind of get into the cracks of the plexiglass. It seems that obviously plexiglass doesn't have cracks in it, but it seems that where the corners meet, there seems to be small enough opening for a small spider. So you can get right in. Give me another perception roll with this. Because you closed the distance, it's only a DC 10. But before you do that, ask the question you're about to ask.
I was gonna say, is this room that they're in? Does it go all the way up to the ceiling?
Yes,
Okay.
you're all the way up to the ceiling.
15.
15. That is right where you needed to be. The silent alarm has put on, right? You knew that beforehand. However, the silent alarm seems to be a very specific alarm. Most of the time, red lights would be going off. The reason why this specific red light silent alarm is going off is because they know you're here. This alarm is specifically made for you. The reason and the why you know that is because right at the front, it seems that whoever was here pressed the button. They controlled Emerald. They knew Emerald found Cassie, so therefore they pressed the silent alarm. The entire ship, at least the people who control this ship, the security detail, everyone knows you're here.
Turn it all down.
So you have a window, of course, where it's a silent alarm, so they're trying to prepare to get to you. So you have time to get off of the ship. But of course, you have to get with Cassie and Emerald. The last thing that you kind of realize is that there's a lot of technology in this room. So I will give you the option to give me an investigation roll, but with disadvantage because of your tendency to not know technology.
Investigation.
Low DC.
$11.
11. Okay. On that investigation roll, you notice that the USB that you have seems to has a little thing on the back of it, right? On the back of it, it has a code. The code seems to be a random string of numbers. You're not really sure what it means. But on an investigation roll, there is a dossier of every single synthetic that has been created here. It just seems to be within the files that you're looking through in the computer and you happen to come across it, right? On this, it seems that whatever the barcodes, at least the amount of numbers and the succession and the amount of dashes, this barcode seems to be similar to the amount of numbers on the screen. Now, you don't know who the synthetic is. You'd have to like go through and see which synthetic matches up to this particular USB to get access to it with the thumbprint. But you do know a couple things. To get into this, you need a synthetic, you need a specific synthetic, and this list may have the specific number on it.
Okay. I can't really do much because I'm Spider.
You could come out of your wild shape.
And the Commander Emerald left this room?
Commander Emerald, there's no one in here. No.
Oh, okay. I'm still invisible. I don't know if it's been an hour since she cast that on me.
100% it's been an hour. 100%.
Okay.
At least from the amount of time that you've been in this room to Cassie kind of seeing Emerald, I would say that the hour has been up. Probably even before you got into this room, but we kind of just allowed it go.
All right.
While you do that, Delaney will eat mechanical pencils. We'll move forward. Sorry, I'm just picking on Delaney today for no reason.
It's misogyny. It's okay.
She made fun of my expressions, and now I'm. So go. So, coming. Do you come out of wild shape or no?
Like, is there a door behind me that's open or closed?
It's closed, but it could be unlocked.
I'm gonna come out for now.
Okay, you come out of wild shape. Looking through, obviously, I just love the imagery of like you're a spider, like jumping on keys to get to like. Now you're a full turtle, a little bit, a little bit bigger than a spider. But I will give you, I guess, to understand how to download it to your PAL, it's going to be an Arcana check. So you can download this dossier of all the synthetics that have been commissioned to your PAL. Go ahead and roll me, Arcana.
Okay, can I give myself guidance?
Yes.
All right, so that's a D4. Arcana.
Don't even need it. With a 20 on the roll, 19 on the roll with a +1, boom. It's straight to your PAL. You have the information that you need. It's time to get out of here, folks. You notice, as you kind of go through, you notice that there seems to be a different thing coming on, a different enemy. It seems to be that there is another kind of synthetic, a scorpion, not a snake, not a horse, and not a what was it? I've written all these down.
Oh, I got it marked down too. Somewhere.
It's neither a horse, a snake, or a fly. Yeah, fly, horse, and snake. Okay, so it seems to be there is a different synthetic called a scorpion. It is what's going to be hunting Emerald, Cassie, and you down. So we're gonna move on to, I believe it's Emerald's. No, it's Cassie's turn. You have rolled your stealth. No one can see you. None of them. So you kind of duck behind, I assume, maybe a desk that's there, or maybe you're behind a man with a large ass. Who knows?
Maybe I'm behind you.
She's right behind me this whole time. The call's coming from inside.
I'm in the walls. I'm going to jump out of hiding.
Okay.
And then shoot you with my sneak attack.
All right. Bet. Okay. Roll that attack.
That's a 26 to hit for 28 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Emerald, 28 damage, 100%. Give me a DC Wisdom saving throw. Lower than before. It's a 15.
Let me take the damage first.
Yeah, take that damage first. You take it.
I'm sorry it had to come to this, but
Yeah. Get your ass beat by a 12-year-old.
I think 13.
yeah, almost 14.
Oh, my bad.
30.
Sorry.
10.
Oh my
Was
god.
it a 10? Unfortunately, you are still under mine. No, go ahead.
No, I
I
was
saw
at
that.
10 with that. I forgot this last time, so I'll roll 2. I need to roll 2 con checks because I have Shield of Faith up.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll that for me then.
So first one I was still made it. Second one still made it. Okay.
Okay, so you're making it.
Yeah.
But
and
Lena,
then
you
I'm
are
going-
out of stealth. Go ahead.
I'm gonna bonus action hide after that.
Okay, bonus action hide. We'll go ahead and roll me that stealth again. You're gonna have to roll another stealth. Emerald, your passive perception is 19, so it's definitely clears that. So therefore, you're gonna have to roll. You're gonna have to roll to either try to find her with a perception roll that is above a 19 on your bonus action. So you know what? I do
And-
not know the rules to this. Go ahead.
Sorry, the Tasha's Mind Whip is only for 1 round, so you don't have to do. You can do your full action economy now.
Okay, cool. So you have your full action economy. You have to use, and I'm going to look up the rules for this later on, but I'll just do a house rule that you have to get that perception. You have to use either expend your action or your bonus action
Okay.
to look for her.
I'm a little
right,
confused
go
though.
ahead.
What does this building look like? Because she pops out, shoots me, and then goes back behind the same desk? Would I not see that?
I ran around.
No, there's chaos within this room.
Yeah,
She's
okay.
shooting you. You're slashing at her. You summoned a giant horse out of nowhere. Chaos is going. So while you're kind of running after her and trying to get that combat going, she's ducking and weaving in between people, desks. She's like a ghost, almost like blending into the crowd around her. Think best way of describing it: Assassin's Creed when he blends in with the priest. She's just blending into the crowd. It's hard to get an eye on her.
Gotcha. Okay.
For Spice, would you let me? It's definitely not allowed, but would you let me cast message to him and just give him a supportive message?
You know what? Yes, you can send him a message, but I don't think he's going to be able to understand it until after he comes out. So feel free. Let's see what that message is.
Emerald, I really don't want to do this. Please, I just want my best friend back. My co-captain, my sheriff.
Aw. Sad. Sad Emerald. Somewhere deep in there. Somewhere deep in the
Please
hard
come back.
drive.
As he's plotting on how to kill you.
Do I hear it or no?
You hear it, but it's a message, but you're not understanding right now.
No wisdom.
But-
No wisdom save from it. All right.
With the
No
advantage,
wisdom save.
please.
I'll use my
Don't,
bonus
don't
action
spoil things.
to perceive things, and I don't perceive things very well.
What was your perception roll? So you didn't get it?
No.
Okay, so you
4.
still have. Oh wow, yeah, you rolled a
Yeah.
4. So therefore, you still have your action, your movement. It may not be an option, but you know what? I'll give you. You can hold your action and have your subordinate roll maybe a passive to kind of or roll a perception to see if he gets it.
Yeah.
Right. You're more than welcome to say no.
I'm trying to think. Is there something on Cassie that would be really recognizable, like maybe her pistols?
Is there anything recognizable about Cassie? Cassie's
Yeah, that
famous.
might be
She's
able to locate.
Instagram famous. I just
Cast
rolled
locate
something wrong.
object.
Oh, 100%. All of her items are very noticeable.
Not
to
my
you.
cowboy hat.
So I've lost Shield of Faith because this is a new concentration spell.
Okay, so you lost that, but you can. Okay, describe where you're hiding, Cassie.
I believe I don't remember the description of the room, but in my head there's just stacks of like boxes or like filing cabinets that I'm just like wedging my way through them.
Okay, so to give kind of a more detailed description, just to kind of give you start to see little glances for a second as she's kind of going a shoulder here, a cowboy hat there as she kind of disappears. Cassie's wedged herself in between file cabinets on the left, on the in between the desks, and as she kind of guides them, she is hidden herself in between filing cabinets. That is almost impossible to see her unless you know she's there. But you
Gotcha.
locating what object?
Probably her pistols.
You notice, you sense her pistol pressed in between her fingers.
I'm trying to use all
In
my
between the
spell
filing
slots so I can
cabinets.
Divine Smite you. If you haven't
So
noticed.
therefore, you know where she is. Cassie doesn't know that you know where she's at. So
I
feel
know,
free to go.
You don't know that I know that you know.
Hold on.
It's hide and seek.
Me and the horse are gonna walk up then where she is, and then I'm gonna angle the horse's butt where she is.
Okay, there we go. So that
Yeah.
moves on to Cassie's turn. But before we go on to Cassie's turn, Eddie, you are in this room. I assume that you have ducked out of the door, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As you ducked out of the door, it seems to be it's just a stairwell. Pretty simple. It seems the stairwell leads right back into that area that you had before. You will have to use all of your movement to get down, and then another round to get through that. But here's another option. You could jump.
Well, here's an option. How far down is it?
It's 60 feet.
Okay, I'll run 30 feet and then I'll Misty Step to the bottom.
Okay, fair enough. You, how far does Misty Step allow you to go?
30 feet.
30 feet? Okay, great.
Well, it's a bonus action to use it, so I can still action dash.
So therefore, okay, so you're at the bottom, boom. Don't need to jump. So that moves, so you're at the bottom. You're actually able to, you know what? Let's skip a little bit of the round stuff just to make it a little bit more streamlined. You can leave the room at this point. You're out. Now, you're aware that something's hunting you down. So I'm going to put a timer on my phone. All right? This timer is going to say the scorpion will find one of, not the scorpion, sorry. Yeah, the scorpion. The scorpion will find one of you.
I hate these freaking scorpions. Oh, I have to see another one.
Oh, listen, he didn't say.
Oh, this is, you haven't seen scorpions yet. Oh, wait.
Yeah, in the ship, right? In the
No.
medical bay?
Yeah, no,
Different.
different, even worse scorpion. Even worse. So, here's the timer. Not going to tell you how long,
Got 5 seconds.
but this is real time. Within this time, I'm going to roll. One of them will get you. I'm going to go ahead and describe this creature just a little bit in its statistics. One.
Read the time!
I'm not going to start the time yet. It matches you in level, and it has 2 abilities that are instant kills. So, that's, here we go. 3, 2, 1. The timer is started. We have to try, you guys have to get off the ship in some way or the other. So I'm going to stop talking. I leave the floor to you. I'll let you know when it happens. So that actually moves to Cassie's turn.
Cool. I'm going to bonus action. Will you allow me, and I know I'm eating up time asking this, but will you allow me to bonus action Misty Step to another hiding place and jump out and shoot him and still have sneak attack? Or will it just have to be a regular attack?
Is Misty Step a bonus action or an action?
Bonus action.
You would not be able to hide. He's not, no. So you wouldn't get sneak
Okay,
attack.
that's fair.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
fair enough.
locating you.
Okay, well, I am going to, I believe I'm going to shocking grasp just the butt of the horse.
The butt of the horse. Okay,
Because I
go
was
ahead
a
and
real
roll.
chunk.
Emerald, be
Right.
honest with me. Is there anything of this horse that is no, because it's a spectral being, even if
Oh,
it's
that's-
not technically
oh,
physical.
Sorry,
So
I
go
meant
ahead.
burning hands, not shocking grasp. Sorry.
Okay, burning hands.
And this is a 15-foot cone, so anything within that area would take 3d6.
Oh, okay, Emerald, 3d6. And because you got the message, I'll give you a wisdom saving throw with advantage on your return. So go ahead and roll that damage because you have to do a saving throw, which is a dexterity saving throw, right?
Yes.
So you have to do a dexterity saving throw What is and your horse has to do a dexterity saving throw. So I'm going to force.
My horse's dex is 12, so +1.
Okay.
You want to do that for me while I do mine?
Are the
Yes.
desks in there wood?
What was that?
Are the desks in the room wood?
No, metal.
Metal? Is there any paper?
100%.
Anything
Loads of
flammable
paper.
catches on fire.
It's all
Ooh.
catching on fire.
My dex
Okay.
is a nat 1. It's a 5 with my +2.
Okay, so you got a 5. Ugh, so you definitely took that damage. You said 3d6. And
Sure.
for my
Oh shoot! It's just 11.
my horse rolled a 4.
No, not my horse.
So
What was the-
everyone within that cone, so hopefully would get all of the other synthetics as well, or at least the one that's in battle now.
You will get the
Yeah.
one that's in battle, but
It
not
would
the
just
rest.
get 11 damage.
Okay, 11. Great.
And then I am going to run away, and I'll take an attack of opportunity. I'll take one, and then bonus action hide.
Okay, go ahead. 1, 2.
Can you?
All right, cool.
Would Cassie know how that? No, she doesn't even know the spell was cast on it. Never mind.
No.
So before
Emerald.
she runs away, I'm going to Hellish Rebuke.
And you got to roll
Ooh.
concentration on your locate object spell too.
Here's the
Oh,
thing.
yep.
So here's the order of things. So the concentration spell, yes, you're gonna have to roll that, but we'll go ahead and because here's the thing. Even though you have to do a
Wisdom.
reaction to do. So I think that you would probably, because you got hit, you would do your wisdom first. So wisdom with advantage, that DC saving throw on wisdom. Has
oh
to
my
hit
god! Come
16.
Oh, no, it's an 18, so I get a +2.
Okay, so that hits. There you go, because you only needed a 10 and you get advantage, so you don't even need that advantage. So, you got an advantage. This foggy song in your head, a whistle, starts to dissipate. It's not a yin yang song,
No.
and it's not.
I think of that scary. I'm in the car.
For context, I actually saw Yin Yang Twins in concert a couple days ago. Anyways, let's we'll pass that for a
It
second.
was the song that was when I came into the stream earlier.
Yeah, it was that song. But that's actually would be a good one. I'm gonna send that over to me because I'm gonna do that. Anyways, I'm giving you homework. You have to find it. But you start to come out of this fog. Give me just a perception check real quick. Regular, not at advantage, disadvantage, just to get
Ooh,
how much you're seeing.
16. That's good for me.
16. So on a 16, I think you're seeing I think that even though it's kind of like a foggy state, I think you're able to gather everything. It's not like you're going to miss any information from your sight. So give me an insight, kind of gauge your mental state.
Insight
Seems
check?
your physic. Yeah, and one insight check.
Ooh, 17.
17. Both above 15. So I think that you're really able to gather everything. Okay, so you come to everything that you have seen, everything that has happened. You are completely aware now. Before, when you came out of it, before you had your wisdom check, you were kind of oblivious to what's going on. You kind of gathered everything that happened up to this point. So you know you're in danger. You know that Cassie is been in combat with you, and you know that there are other people with you. I'm gonna move over to Igri because I gotta try to make this as quick as possible, so I'm not wasting y'all's time. Igri, you have more time. You have to get to them. You guys only have 1 minute left.
I'm gonna do my best because I don't really exactly know the best way to do it. I'm gonna start pressing the button on my thing and start saying, "Cassie, where are you? Cassie, where are you?"
Sending a text or a call?
Call. Just trying to press buttons to try to make it call somebody.
Okay, you know what? Roll a 20. Let's get a luck check in. If it's a well, you know what? I'll just flip a coin. Tell you what, we'll do a 50-50 here. I have a quarter or something here. At least I did. I had a penny actually. Oh well. Okay. I'll do it. All right. Anything above 10, you get it. Anything below, you don't call. It's a 16. Cassie gets your call. Boom. She hears, Cassie, where are you? Cassie, where are you? Cassie, where are you? You're just running numbers. Bing, gets it. Go ahead.
Igri, I can't talk right now. Emerald's literally hunting me right now.
Well, what for, Jan? I gotta get it. We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I don't know. Emerald is like really not in a good place, but we're on floor 4. Please come get us. Please come help me. I'm doing really good, but I really need you.
I'll go back to the elevator because I know I was on and try to go back to the floor that she tells me.
Emerald.
I'm hiding, so I can't stay on much longer.
I don't
You
know.
notice a clicking behind you.
Okay.
Wait, who does?
You notice something Emerald has right just outside of your peripheral view. You sense something pull up. You have come out of this, guys, but they rolled an insight check. They don't realize that you have got out of, and you've been successful at your wisdom save, right?
That's good.
You're gonna have to roll a performance check, or the scorpion will be aware. Now you cannot see him, so if you can give me not even like a good performance check, I'm gonna call it a DC 12. That's midway. You perform your heart out.
Come on,
Our,
baby.
our private chat is blowing up.
Time. I was acting lessons, improv. Comedy comes
Here we
with
go.
easy. See.
Come on.
4.
4.
You're sure he didn't have advantage?
Nope.
Kill the people.
Sorry.
I am mind controlled still.
Master.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
No.
Oh my god, no.
Constitution save. Oh, and that one. Ooh.
You're rolling so bad today.
That's an 8 total. If that helps.
Okay.
Wait, plus your 2.
Yeah.
So you look down. And you see in your chest a blade that has run from your back
Oh.
to the forward, to the front. What looks to be a completely pitch black metal has ran you through. You're rolling death saves at this point.
Oh, good.
So you're going to be rolling death saves. That moves on to Igri. You do not have a roll on this. So because I feel bad that I just killed Emerald, he's rolling death saves. We're going to move over to... we're going to move to Igri to hopefully... you know that Emerald has been stabbed, Cassie. Igri does not know, but I'm going to move on to Igri. You're the first to move.
I would have been on the elevator going to whatever floor they're on.
Okay. Cassie did not tell you what floor, right?
I said 4.
4.
I did say.
Okay, so you said 4. Okay, you get there. You're getting on an elevator. You're going to 4. It's a huge room. You're going to still have to find them, so you're going to have to roll me investigation roll. While you roll that investigation roll, go ahead and remember that number. Tell me when I ask for it. Cassie, in front of you is a creature that looks almost exactly like Emerald. But the difference is that he is at least a foot taller. He has his almost no clothes other than and then on his bottoms seems to be that he is completely halved. That his the bottom half of his body looks like he is whole mechanical legs that are claws at the bottom. His right arm is a complete blade. that looks like an extended arm, kind of like Emerald's claw, but it is a giant sword. On his other hand is a cannon, and it looks like it has almost like a revolver-like type bottom on it with an extended rifle-like top. But you know it is a cannon because the entryway is massive. Whatever kind of artillery that this thing used, it's explosive, it's heavy duty, it's gonna kill. Whatever this thing is, obviously the Scorpion. But there's no scorpion tail or anything like that. It just seems to be his moniker. But massive. And it looks almost exactly like Emerald. The only difference between is what I've already described, but he does not have red eyes. One eye is red, the other one is completely human-like. It looks like it's regular pigment blue. So, it's in front of you. Emerald has been ran through. It is your turn. And I have to roll an initiative roll for this guy.
Okay. Okay. So at the end of last turn, I did say I hid. Should I roll a stealth roll?
Go ahead and roll me a stealth roll. He does not have great perception, so it's only going to probably at your max.
Okay,
you
I
have
got
a 25. He can't even hit that in a passive. He's focused
Okay.
on it. He's not going to be rolling that.
Here's my second question.
Go ahead.
Will you allow me to put my sneak attack on a grenade?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. And then can I throw that grenade far enough where the edge of it won't touch Emerald's like dead body and it'll only affect him?
How far away are you from Emerald? Because you teleport. You went away. You Misty stepped away from him. I'm not sure how far away you went. So
It would have been
be
like
honest.
30 feet.
30 feet. It would have been your max movement. Okay.
Or
So
I think 25 is my max. It's one of those.
okay. So
30
what?
feet, yeah.
So 30 feet away. You can throw the grenade so long as if you're 30 feet away from Emerald. Depends on your throw. What is your speed and throw for the grenades or the distance? I don't even know if I put in a distance. If I did not put in a distance, I'll say yes because that's a failure on my part.
I don't see it.
Okay, no worries. Then it's a failure on my part. The answer is yes. So
Okay.
you could be just clear, and then I would have. I'll even give you another roll. We'll do a luck roll. And if you do a luck roll, it even pushes Emerald away from the enemies, gives you an opportunity to get to him.
Got it. Okay. So first
Agreed.
grenade.
Before, go ahead and think of what you're going to do. Igri, what was your investigation roll?
10 total.
10? Okay, I'm going to start another timer.
So grenade first.
Grenade first. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
What was it?
Ooh.
7.
7?
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, it was in that one. Sorry.
It does not. That has 20 feet and it's a nat 1.
Oh. I think a grenade would explode on any impact, right?
That's what I'm thinking of. But what I'm trying to think of.
Apparently does has a range of 20 feet. I think I read that.
Yeah, okay, I see that now. So, but I mean, 20 feet, you're 30 feet. They've been 10 feet clearance away from. Okay, I think that's fine. I think that just ended up working out. I agree with you.
Wait. Oh my god, I'm lucky. I rerolled that once.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was going to give it to you regardless. But go ahead. I shouldn't have given him that one.
23.
23. 23 definitely hits. I will say this, this creature, it doesn't seem that his AC is high. It seems to be that you're able to hit him easily, but it just seems that he's got a lot of HP you got to go through. So, we'll take your second, so because it's pretty close anyways, 15 plus 20, that is 35 in damage. Okay.
Yes, and then I'm going to bonus action hide again.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll that stealth check for me.
17.
I need to buy a calculator so I can stop using my phone. Okay. All right, 17. Keep that. Igri, your investigation roll was what again?
A 10.
10. I have a 6. You can see Cassie. You can see Emerald. You are all within the same vicinity. You are 40 feet away. So therefore, your full movement's 30. You have 10 left, so you have to have 40 to get to them. But Emerald is 10 feet. It was going to be 30 feet away from Cassie. Cassie is 40 feet from you. So my timer just went off. That silent alarm has gone red. Woo! You can see screens pop up everywhere. Commander Emerald standing there, silent. With all the sirens going off, they start to go silent. Emerald, you hear a song, but you've already done your wisdom save, so it does not affect you.
Okay.
A whistle-like song that starts to get you, but obviously it doesn't take control. Eddie, or Igri, Cassie, you hear something else. Words being muttered from Commander Emerald. You are mine. You notice that every eye of every synthetic on the board, red, glows. In front of you is 8 synthetic sheriffs. We talked about 8 synthetic sheriffs. I'm just writing now. 1 scorpion. 23 horse. 100 flies.
What?
All of them surrounding you.
How many flies?
100. Free action. I'm going to give everyone a free action. Before you guys get a free action, I want everyone to know what you are up against. Obviously, the numbers are against you. 100 flies, 23 horse mutants, 1 scorpion, and then 8 synthetics. The synthetic sheriffs share with the same abilities that the synthetic sheriffs that you had before, which means that they have an ability to basically stop time around you. The scorpion has already used one of his instant death skills, as I've told you, has another one. The horses are strong, but dumb, so therefore might be able to get away from them. The flies, intelligent, but completely inept physically, so can definitely beat up on them. The numbers are against you. I'll give you a free action. Cassie, I'm going to give you first because you have the highest dexterity, I believe. So therefore, I'm going to give you the opportunity to say what you want to do. Do you get out of here? Do you fight? Do you run? Do you try to get to Emerald?
Oh my god! I don't know what to do! Oh my god, I can't even pick Emerald up!
My horse isn't there to help you either.
Oh my gosh, I don't even have any second level spell slots yet left.
You can hold your movement if you can't think of something. And I'll give it to Igri at that point.
Yeah, I'll hold to see what Igri does since he's right there. Maybe he can get Emerald out.
All right, Igri.
Let me see what I got here.
I will say Emerald's fairly heavy, but yeah, Cassie's too small to pick him up. Igri's too small in his natural form to pick him up.
Your first thick, but heavy.
Your boy's thick. It's not necessarily the height or the mechanical arm. It's just the thickness that is holding y'all back.
Yeah, it's a
So
pretty
you
light
can
battle.
lift his front half, but there will be something dragging.
What else can I do
Dragon.
this free action? Like, do I get like a full like movement action bonus action thing? Or?
Yes, I'm going to give you a full movement action, bonus action. The reason why I'm giving this is because all these things are listening to Emerald. Commander Emerald.
So, Emerald is
Here's what.
past Cassie, and she's 40 feet away from me.
Emerald is past Cassie. She's 40 feet away from you. So he is 70, I think? Yeah, 70.
Okay, that's no problem. I'll move 30 feet towards
Okay.
Cassie. I will summon my wild spirit as an action.
Okay.
I can only move it. I can put it 30 feet, so it'll still be like 10 feet away from Emerald. But I'm gonna put it as close to him as possible. This just little fire elemental just kind of appears between everybody, and then I'm gonna cast Healing Word at second level. And because my fire little guy's out, he gets an extra D8. So he'll
For
get
Emerald.
on Emerald.
Okay, Emerald. Go ahead and roll that roll so he knows how much health points to give himself back, but you are no longer rolling death saves. You never actually had to roll a
Yes, I never have.
Yeah.
So the initial is 8 plus an extra D8. 8,
16.
16.
Oof.
16
Hell, we're
points.
good.
You are up. So, because I'm going to go back to Cassie, because you were just getting up, Cassie, you still have opportunity here. You can get to Emerald, obviously, within your movement. Feel free.
Oh.
I feel like I'm stressing Delaney out, not Cassie. Cassie seems cool.
Delaney is stressed. Okay, I think I'm just going to freak out and cast a fog cloud around us,
Okay.
which will the area is heavily obscured. So the idea here is for them not to see us, and that it will the fog cloud would follow us. As
This,
it-
where is-
if that's my free action, I would love for that to be it.
1, yes, and that will give you any advantage on stealth checks for sure. And I would also say that it limits the view of every creature by a lot, so they can only see 10 feet in front of them. So that would definitely be a huge benefit for you. That, and you said it's 20 feet, right?
Yeah.
And Emerald is still 30 feet away from you.
Oh,
So
I'm gonna
therefore-
run up to him.
Okay, so therefore it would close everybody within the fog. The only person that is not completely encased in it is Emerald, and the fire elemental is in it. And I guess Igri would.
So she could probably, if she got them, I would be outside of it.
Yeah, because you're not far enough. So I'm going to go ahead and say that you're not in it either. But all the enemies are going to be in it. The scorpion, how does it say how high up? The 20-foot radius?
Spear. So probably 20. It's like 40 feet
I'm gonna
from side to
Probably up as well. So therefore, he's like 7 feet tall. So therefore, it's gonna be completely. Everything is covered up.
I don't know if this was a good thing, but I was freaking out.
So that gives you advantage on. Are you going to use your movement to get closer to Emerald?
Yes, and if I can, try to bonus action hide within the fog.
You have advantage on that.
Perfect. If Emerald's standing, I'll hide behind that big ass booty.
There you go.
I think the fog's going to give you that advantage. I don't think you necessarily need to hide behind the booty, but what is that roll? A 28. on your stealth. You are
Nice.
a ghost going through. I think on these rolls, we can officially take the sneaky one title away from Igri. Throw it to its not just that was an honorable mention to the true sneak master, the thief of the group, a rogue, Cassie Brown. You, a ghost, sliding through the scorpion, unable to know where you are. You are right beside Emerald, now alive, obviously with a gaping chest wound before, but now just a little bitty, just a little scratch right there on top, as healed.
Merely a flesh
You were
wound.
there.
I'm gonna hug you.
Cassie and Emerald right beside each other. The elemental in the way of the enemies in the fog. Emerald, your turn.
I missed you so much.
I think he's just so confused. Like, what the fuck's going on?
I missed you.
He's just like hugging Cassie. Do I like know what's going on, or am I just like?
Yes. I mean, yeah, you ascertained originally what was going on.
Then I
And then you
died.
lost that performance checks and then died almost immediately.
Because I realized what
No.
was going on.
You know everything that was happening there. You woke up. You know that you died. Well, not necessarily died, but that you were dying. So you're okay. You're aware.
Okay. Oof.
Situation bad.
All right. I'm gonna hug Cassie, or try to, since she's so sneaky. I don't even see her. Wherever you are. And then I'm gonna do my classic favorite because I keep dying. I'm gonna lay on all these hands,
Okay, lay on hands.
catch up a little bit. All right, put those back up. And then you said I can kind of ascertain what's going on, so I can kind of see.
Yeah. You can see the area. You can see that there's enemies struggling within the fog. You can even see Igri. Igri's not far off, but he's outside of the fog. Oh, that puppy is.
Okay. I don't see Cassie, but I see Igri. I mean, are we fighting these guys? Or are we getting out of here? Because I'm good getting out of here, but whatever you'll want to do.
Let's get
If you want to take an insight, you can, and I will give you a little bit of.
Sure. Bonus
Okay,
action.
go ahead and give
Insight.
me an insight.
Ooh, 12.
12. Next turn, you're going to have 100 flies, 23 horses jump into initiative.
Gotcha. Okay. Action, bonus action. I know Cassie's near me, or no?
What is it?
I know that Cassie's near me, or no?
You know that Cassie's near. I mean, she was near you before, so.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, okay. The fog is what is keeping you and giving you that advantage and giving you the ability to sneak to Emerald. If you would run straight to Emerald, there was no way to be able to sneak because there's nothing around you to sneak around to. All the people are running; they're scared, so it's the fog. So therefore, if you're coming outside of the fog to see Emerald, Emerald can see you plain as day.
Okay. She's sneaky to everyone else. Gotcha.
Yeah, she's sneaky to everyone else.
Gotcha.
Igri might not be able to see her, but
Alright.
that's just because there's a big,
Alright. I'm gonna say I think we need to get out of here. I'm so sorry what happened. I know that totally equal fight that we both equally hurt each other on. I'm so sorry that happened.
We can talk to Ava or in group therapy later. Let's just get out.
Okay. That's my turn.
That ends your turn. That moves on to the Scorpion's turn. Oh, sorry, no, that actually goes on to Synthetic Sheriff. Hold on.
Dang.
I was just
All
excited
eight?
to use the Scorpion. No, just the one. Because it's the only one that's even near you. Because it's right beside Emerald. So it actually is going. It's the only one. Oh, wait. So it's outside of the fog because it's right beside Emerald. So therefore, it's going to be able to get an attack on Cassie. So,
Can it see me with a 28 stealth?
yeah, it's going to have to do a perception check.
Some might say that's disadvantage.
Hold on 1 second.
He said,
What
"Let me put
stat
my
is-
glasses on."
Perception.
Wisdom.
Wisdom, so it would be a wisdom. Okay, so he has a +1 to this. There's no way he's going to get it. There's just no way. Unless he has a nat 20, which he did on his but he did not have advantage on it. So he does not see you, but he does see Emerald. So he is going to go ahead and take a swipe at him. Obviously, he got killed by Scorpion, so therefore stuff is going on. So does a 12 does not hit. So we just see a lone synthetic trying to take you out. Misses and doesn't see the halfling girl in front of him who's just helping out Emerald. So that moves on to our Scorpion's turn. The Scorpion is going to, I do not have his stats built into the roller, so I'm just going to be rolling this. He has a +3 to his attack. 16. Okay, so he is going to do something here. Hold on one second. So let me read Fog, because I might have been stupid.
That's so funny you did that, by the way. My little kiddo's been doing that today for no reason. I was like, all right, time to leave the splash pad, and he gave me this.
It's good to know that I'm actually embodying a child.
Wind of moderate or greater speed disperses it. What is... I think that my move was silly, but whatever. I think that is now it's silly in retrospect, but at the time it was cool. Okay, so it is Synthetic Cry. It's one of his legendary actions. Synthetic Cry. This ability will allow the Scorpion to choose any synthetic within its available area and sacrifice it. When sacrificing it, it will add a +5 to all the attacks of the synthetics in its general area. So therefore, it is going to kill a synthetic and then give the rest of the synthetics a +5 to its attack. Not its damage, but to its attack. I was hoping that this would clear the fog, but the rest of the synthetics are going to have to go into initiative. It'll take the initiative of the other synthetics. That means it's going to go right after Emerald. So that moves into Igri's turn.
Oh, man, it's hard to do anything with all of them like over there in that fog.
Yeah. You could also roll. You could also give rolls, and I can give you insight onto ideas that I think would work. I guess.
So, okay, I'm trying to picture how this room is laid out. I'm going to be the closest person to that, like the elevator to leave, right?
Yeah.
And they're surrounded by all these sheriffs and flies and stuff.
They're within the fog, but you're all surrounded by everything. There's hundreds of these things around, especially the flies, but the horses, there's 20 horses on the floor. So you're surrounded by it as well. Within the next turn, they're rolling initiative.
Okay. We got to get away from at least the big stuff.
At Emerald Cakes, live every night. Jesus.
Live.
Live
every night. My bad. Isn't live and live spelled the exact same way? Or am I stupid?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's how you read it. If your context is like that.
Yeah. My context clues were just not working
You
for
live
me.
every night, hopefully.
Eddie stressed, Igri stressed, but for two vastly different reasons.
I'm gonna. How close can I get to the door before I get to all these things? To the exit.
How close can you get to the exit?
Yeah. Or like these things are surrounded. How close are they to me right now?
Oh, they're farther away. They were running away originally, and now they've kind of turned around. They're within 60, probably 120 feet, actually. That would be probably a more accurate number. I would say double 60. So 120 feet away from you. If you guys are the center point, let's say that you're within that center point, they're all within 120 feet away from you. So
Okay.
next round they're going to get in. They're still going to need at least, at most, 2 rounds to get you because they each have 30 movement. Flies actually have 45, but
Does it have a way to protect us if we can get past a little bit?
Yeah.
well, I mean, if you describe a cool way, I'll give you the ways of accomplishing it. You have something in mind.
Right now, I'm just trying to figure out how to. I'm going to move 30 feet towards the door.
Okay. Well, 30. I think you were only 30 feet away from the door, right? So you can get right to the door.
Oh, so these things aren't that like they're around the other way. They're not at the door.
Think of if there's a wall, they are surrounding. So you could get to the door fine, but it's your allies if they can get to the door.
All right, let me check something.
And is it smart to take the elevator in a crisis? That's that's
Is
up
there-
to you guys.
Do I sit? That'd be a whole thing to look for another way out.
I mean, you could jump. I'm giving you the same advice. I will say you're on the 4th floor. Are you on the 4th? And you are hundreds of miles up. This building is countless and countless floors. Jumping is risky because it almost means certain death. But if you have a really cool idea, I'll let you take it.
All right, trying to-
I mean, I'd love to see just an awesome jump into the abyss.
So are Cassie and Emerald right next to each other?
Yes, right next
Okay.
to each other.
My bonus
Within
action's
5
gonna
feet.
get. My bonus action's gonna tell my wildfire spirit to run up to them, and it's not much, but he's gonna grab them, and they're gonna teleport 15 feet closer to me.
Okay.
Nice.
And then for my action, can I hold? I'm gonna hold my action to cast a spell until they can get
Okay.
closer.
Okay. Hold your action. That moves to Cassie's turn.
Okay, I guess I will get close to Igri.
Okay.
You said we need to jump to get somewhere?
No, okay, so I was saying that it's an option. So if you're talking about exits within here, so you're on a huge floor of office buildings and entranceways. There are the main exit, which is a large elevator that cascades the entire building or the entire station that you could get on. You hear some elevator music, get down to where you were, right? But I was saying that if he wanted to, he could jump off the edge and just plummet down 400 feet and see what happens. But I was thinking, but if you're trying to go like, hey, is there a different exit? Is there a different? You could just like run into an office room and like, that could be an option. You could hide in between different areas.
Well,
Think of it like a giant office building, but all on one floor.
here's
That's
the thing.
what-
So if I jump down 400 feet, will I be close to the ship?
100%. You'll
Okay,
be almost.
agree.
You could literally jump straight to the ship.
Okay, Igri, would it mess up your plans if I just jumped? I have Featherfall.
Oh, I didn't know.
How many people can you cast that on?
Oh my gosh, good question.
I think it's a multiple because sometimes you can cast it on multiple people. I don't know if it has. I don't know if it has to be at higher levels.
I don't know. Five falling creatures. So I can do all of us.
Okay, so all right. So you would need to get to the edge and then wait till we could all jump.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast Featherfall on all of us. So Emerald, we're jumping, and then just
Okay.
wait to use my movement until Emerald's close, or until we are all closer, so we can jump.
Okay. On that note, you have the flies go in. The flies go in to do double movement. They are 120 feet away from you. They are the closest. they use dash action, and they get 90 feet. They are very, very close to you, but of course they still have movement to go. That ends the fly's turn. That moves into Emerald's turn.
I'll probably book it over to my pals.
Oh, actually, before I did that, Cassie, you didn't take any movement before we move on to Emerald. Did you want to take that movement and get to the edge? It's not far from you. The best way to describe. Okay, so get to the. You can get it within 30 feet. You're right on the edge. Okay, Emerald. Now it is your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move where the other two are also.
Okay, you can get right to Cassie. Higri, you are on the opposite side. The person that is going to have to close the distance is you. So let me try to think of the math here. 30, 60. It's going to be 80 feet. And honestly, I think it should be 90, but I'm going to cut it off at 80. Give me a good even number.
Okay, here's the thing. Before my turn, I had a held action that I can use.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Wall of Fire. Like, so it's a 20 foot high, 1 foot thick.
Okay.
On whatever way we got to jump, with the fire coming out that way, where like if someone tries to go through it, they take 5d8 fire damage.
Okay, great. You create this wall of fire, a barrier. The people within this, the flies, the horses, they're going to definitely, I don't think that you could get the scorpions and for you to be able to get to it. So the scorpion and the synthetics, I think, so if you're creating like a barrier, the way I would like to describe it, think of it like, I'll just draw a picture for you. So to kind of put this up to the camera, oh, of course, that's not going to work. There we go. Okay. Think of this right here. This is the corridor where you're at, right? This circle here is the center to drop down. So you can create that wall. That wall can be here. It can be here. But if you put it anywhere in the center, you're going to be blocked. So what I would say is that I will give you the opportunity to take the wall and basically create yourself a column to head straight. But the synthetics and if I'm kind of describing it the right way, I think that it's the synthetics and the synthetic sheriffs and the scorpion. There's just no way that they can be blocked now. But they're also in a fog, so.
Hold on. $60 feet long, 20 feet high, 1 foot thick. Okay. How big is the hole that we got to drop down? How close are they? They're right at the edge of it, right?
They're at the edge of it. To drop down, it is a 400-foot drop.
All right. Well, that it's going to be a circle around this hole. It's not just a wall. I can cast it as a 20-foot diameter. So it's going to be a big circle around this hole.
Oh, okay. So therefore, you're going to jump. The hole is going to have that perimeter. So therefore, if they tried to jump after you, that would be an issue. Okay.
Yeah, and on my turn, then I would run, dash, and Misty Step past the wall and down the hole.
Okay. So therefore, you could get right to there. Emerald, you're right on the edge. So I'm going to sort of describe this the way I think. Igri, you've Misty Stepped right above the hole where you're already falling, right? Okay.
Yeah, because she cast Featherfall on us already.
Yeah, Featherfall's already happened. You have Misty Step. You're a little bit higher. You have fallen. You're starting to fall. You see Cassie, Emerald, right there at the edge. You can say something to him if you want, or you can just keep falling. As you kind of fall. As you fall, you see Emerald, Cassie look up and see a small turtle man with a gun on his shoulder, waving at you as he falls down. Whoosh! Emerald, Cassie, I will give you guys this opportunity because your initiatives right beside each other. Do you guys jump right behind him?
Yeah, but also when I moved up, I didn't take any actions earlier.
Okay.
I just wanted
Go
to
ahead.
cast a spell real quick too.
Okay, what was your spell?
I'm gonna do this on Cassie here. So any synthetic attacks on her are at disadvantage.
Okay.
I'm gonna cry.
And then we'll jump.
Jackknife.
Yeah, cannonball.
Oh,
Billy
I'm
Club.
so mad at you right now.
Good
Hold
spell.
on. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch it against
With
certain
my
places
action,
you-
I'll cast the same thing on you.
I don't. Okay. I'm actually going to ask someone in this group who's smarter than me. Eddie,
It was a
Yeah.
9.
I want to see what you think. I'm going to give you a generic kind of. Yeah, this has nothing to do with our game. If so happen, somebody would cast a spell on somebody. It happens to be that this somebody may or may not have had something cast on them without their knowledge.
What?
The issue is that the spell seems to target the specific racial of them. Of the protection of evil and good seems to protect that. But it was something made before this was put on. Do you think that it would negate the spell on Cassie's character? The best way, I'm trying to describe this in the best way. Cassie may have a spell put on her. If this spell is put on her and this good or evil could affect that spell, do you think that it would affect it? Because the reason what I think is going to be is that
If she has a saving throw, she gets advantage. That's the only way to do it. That's what it says in the spell. Even if the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed, the target has advantage on saving throws against the relevant.
go ahead and give me a saving throw, Cassie. But hold on. I have to read real quick because I can't remember what I put as. So yep, a +2 to this.
What type of saving throw?
Hold on, I can't remember. That's why I have to look at it.
Remember, you're
What
with
did
the
you do?
you're
Where?
right
Let me
next
make
to
sure
Emerald,
that-
though.
And he has his, but his
Aura.
concentration got taken away from
The
his
aura
right?
is permanent.
Aura is different.
Okay, never mind then.
Aura's just
Never mind then.
It's
Paladin.
constant. It's just my drip.
What's
It's
the
just a
drip?
drip?
Have you used the new one for your subclass? The one you got at level 7? It's like something about stuff gets afraid of you around you or something.
Are you talking about the channel divinity dreadful aspect?
You get another aura at level 7. That's subclass specific.
Intelligence saving throw.
The they didn't give it to me. They only gave me this one when I.
It's a DC 16.
I'll look and see what it is real quick.
17.
17? Okay.
Do I get to
Oh,
know what
wait.
the fuck you did to me?
I will. I'll tell you. Don't worry. Passive perception. What was your passive perception beforehand?
10.
I want to make sure 10. Okay, good. I wanted to make sure that
They don't have one.
you all are falling. As you're falling down, we see as 400 feet go, as floor after floor after floor after fall. Remember, you guys are on floor
8.
4, but you have. It seems that this entire building
Oh.
goes in cascading of half numbers and all that. You are 400 feet flying down. Cassie, how does your spell work? What does it look like? As describe it for me as it is attached to your fellow members and yourself.
It looks like the Wizard of Oz, the Good Witch in the bubble. It's just really shiny and sparkly.
Okay, so as you guys are falling at top speed, as you hit the bottom, as you look at the bottom and see it's coming up, a sphere starts at the beginning and grows, a sphere of glowing glitter bubble, and as right before you hit the bottom, your speed decreases and you're floating. right above the ground,
Woo.
and then
Just like,
pop. This bubble bursts. You guys hit the floor. You are fine. Cassie, with your saving throw, you notice a small dart pressed into the back, right in between where your shoulders meet. You notice a small dart that has been placed in that seems to have flushed with your skin. So it is almost undetectable, but at the moment, you can feel it.
take it out, take it out.
Yeah, you can't take it out yourself. Somebody else has to take it out. So one of you can more than welcome to take it out. But as you go, you see your ship right into the distance. You can close the distance to your ship. And what was that fire damage?
5d8.
5d8. Okay, let me roll that.
Nice.
Oh, and Greg, yeah, it's actually worse because of the campaign we're in. What it says is any fiend and undead within 10 feet of you, that any, can be bad or good, gains a bonus to melee weapon damage rolls equal to your charisma modifier. So
Ooh.
even you too, because since you're considered undead, right?
Yeah, he's considered undead. So that's 25 damage.
I'll have
Got
that
it.
next session.
It's not good. That would give it to even the enemies.
Mhm.
Anything within 10 feet of you.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to remember how you calculate fall damage.
It's 1d6 per 10 feet.
For
But
10 feet.
Feather fall stops any fall damage.
I know, but you guys
Oh,
can do it
oh.
something else.
Oh, for them fall.
Losers.
That's 400
Mm-hmm.
400
So-
d6. 40 d6.
So 40d6. Hold on.
The horses definitely would have jumped off. Just saying.
After running through a firewall.
Yeah.
I think they get. Did they get a? Let me see if they get a save.
Well, they didn't jump. It's something else. The scorpion jumped. So let me roll. See if he even survives this.
Oh, and he does get a dexterity save for the fire damage. It's 126 damage.
Damn. Damn.
Yes, a master.
All right. You look up and you see a giant, a 7-foot tall man with a bladed arm on one and a cannon on the other arm fall, chasing towards you, burning singes from his hair from the firewall that he takes full damage on, with a dog barking in the background, going, "Oh my gosh, that thing jumped!" You guys see it coming for you. As it comes for you, you have every opportunity to run. So, Cassie, Emerald, Igri, do you run? I muted you, Eddie. Don't worry.
Oh, we bolt.
Bolt,
Yeah, I think we
Emerald,
can run.
bolt. Igri, just give me a thumbs up if you bolt. Yeah, I'll give you the opportunity. You all run, flying out of there as this creature, as you're probably about 20 feet away, this creature hits the ground, ready to run after you. It is at full sprint after you.
It
You
survived?
Yes, it survived with 149 HP left. As you hit the ground, you are all running. This scorpion is hot on your tail, ready to get to you. You get on your ship. It is right there. It's while your movement, none of you have a movement higher than 30, right?
How big is the thing we're running on?
Oh, it's not big. I would say
Okay, I would just lose while we're running. I would lose concentration on the firewall, and I would cast Sleet Storm behind us. So it's like a 40-foot radius of difficult terrain for him to make it through. And
Okay,
if he moves at full speed, he has to make dexterity saving throws to not fall.
And
okay.
I'm
Let me
using
do
every action and bonus action to dash.
dexterity saving throws. Okay. He
Which
does
is-
not. He has a
16.
+2 to this roll. If I could
Plus he
get
knows
off
I
an
have-
advanced roller.
let me. Here, I'll put it up.
All right, so he gets a +2. He only get a 4. What does he need to roll to save from the trip?
16.
On a 16, you see this man's feet fall out from under him as the blade gets stuck into the ground and the mechanics on his cannon bust. You all are running. You're aboard your ship. In front of you, you see Cliff go, "Oh, hello, guys. I didn't..." As you are panicked, he has a tray full of tea ready to
Knock it
serve
over.
you as it knocks out of it. Oh, goodness! And he breaks a finger as he falls. You guys are running. You see Ava gets onto your pal. You don't even get a chance to answer it as she goes straight through, ascertaining everything that has gone on. As you're running past the hangar to the main deck of the ship, she hears, "Should I prep for liftoff?
You should have done that a while ago, yes.
Good thing that I did." As you guys are running, you start to feel the ship shake. She's already set with everybody at their stations, battle stations, to get off this ship immediately. In front of you, clear skies. Well, clear space. As the stars shine around you, it seems that a major priority to getting you there was to keep you on the station so they could capture you. No ships are around you. You have full option to go into hyperspace. So, before we end our session, I have one question for you. Before we move anywhere, where do you guys want to go? You are on the far right here of Federation space. You have 3 options that are close to you.
Far left. Far left.
Far left?
Far left.
Okay. Far left, you go. Hyperdrive activated, gone, and you are out of the space station. It is back between, you can see it as hyperspace pulls you out, the Scorpion going out, and hundreds upon hundreds of synthetics taking to ships, trying to go after you, but it is too late. Your coordinates locked. You are gone. And on that note, we are going to end our session right here. So, what will happen next time? Where are our outlandish outlaws heading? Who was the mysterious figure standing beside Commander Emerald? And this new enemy that has come up. Will it come back? Will it come in the future? Will this Scorpion become a figure that is going to be hunting them down? Will Cassie ever understand what happened to her neck? And will she get it out sooner rather than later? We don't know. But what we do know is that we will see you guys next time. Have a great night, and I hope the best.